Hello everyone, welcome to the Seastone Lowdown. My name is Logan White. I am the Associate Pastor at Cornerstone, and I'm excited to be sharing with you guys today. It's like a fancy new setup. Jasmine's hooking up the Seastone Lowdown now, which is like so much better than my just iPhone in the corner of my office. So thank you, Jasmine, for doing that. I'm not just saying that because you have to make me look good in the rest of the shot. So, but I wanted to talk a little bit about, just recap our series that we've been doing this past couple Sundays, past 5 Sundays, on our core values at Cornerstone called This is the Way. And we've really talked about, and what I've tried to hit on is, what does it mean for us to be, as a body of believers, like what does it mean for us to follow Jesus as a community? And these kind of 5 things that we've talked about, we've kind of put up on the wall at our church and put up on our website saying these are the 5 things that we think us as body believers should be doing, practicing in our lives, and that need to be evident in our lives as a result of our following of Jesus and our pursuit of Him as community together. And those 5 things, just to recap, are worship as a lifestyle, being on mission every day, as when they talked about this last Sunday, living in community, shaped and guided by Scripture, and dependence on God through praise. 5 things that we've talked about. And I just want to recap that this worship as a lifestyle, I think, is so applicable because all the other 4 things really rest in this idea of worship is not just something we do on Sunday morning. Community is not something we just do on Sunday morning. Scripture and being shaped and guided by it doesn't just happen on Sunday. Prayer doesn't just happen on Sunday, and being on mission doesn't just happen on Sunday. It happens every single day, and worship is a lifestyle. And as I said in my message, it's not just every other day, it's every single day, all of the time. So my encouragement for you guys is, as we've reflected on these 5 core values, just to examine and think about, what does it look like for you to be doing these things every day and all the time? Does your life really reflect an every day and all the time kind of worship, or does it reflect a once a week and occasionally type of worship? And I'm going to read a passage here from John chapter 4. This is Jesus talking to the Samaritan woman at the well. The woman says to him, "Sir, I can see that you are a prophet, and our fathers worshipped on the mountain, but the Jews claim that we should worship in Jerusalem." And this is what Jesus said to the woman, "Believe me, woman, a time is coming when you will worship the Father neither on the mountain nor in Jerusalem. You Samaritans worship what you do not know. We worship what we do know, for salvation is from Jews. Yet a time is coming, and has now come," I love that, "it has now come, when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth, for these are the kind of worshipers my Father seeks." God is spirit, and His worshipers must worship in spirit and in truth, every day and all the time. That's just my encouragement for you guys to dwell on this week as we've reflected on these 5 core values. So these are the things that are important to us as a church. Are you reflecting those values every single day and all the time in your family, at your work, interactions at the store, driving down the street, in your private devotional time with God? Do you have private devotional time with God? Or are you actually worshiping as a lifestyle beyond just worshiping on Sunday morning? It's my encouragement to you guys. I was so encouraged to think about these core values in these last couple of weeks, and I just hope as a church we continue to dwell on this and go forward thinking about this, not just as something we did a series on one time or something that's on the wall behind the sanctuary at church. That it's actually a real thing for us. So with that out of the way, I want to just kind of give you guys some quick announcements about what's going on at the church. You guys may remember, the 3rd week of February, which is the 3rd Sunday, which is February 21st, is where we traditionally do our annual church meeting. And this is a meeting where we just kind of go through as a church what the last year has looked like in terms of just ministry, what we are hoping for ministry in terms of next year, just kind of what we're excited about, what we're looking forward to, just some updates in that way. We'll also go over the budget from last year and look at the budget for this next coming year as well. And on top of that, we're going to be voting that day, not during the meeting, but before the meeting on that Sunday. We'll be voting to approve a new board member and 2 new nominating committee members. So there'll be 1 new board member replacing Jay Chun, who's been on the board for 4 years now. And we're so grateful for all Jay's service to our church and his time, especially in this last year. He did so much for our church, so we really appreciate Jay's time and effort and energy there. And we're going to be replacing him with someone else, and we'll announce that to you guys soon, and you guys will be able to vote on that person, just kind of approval or yes or no is the way we do that. And then also be 2 nominating committee members, which nominating committee, just to kind of inform you guys, is basically it's 2 people that we have who their kind of job is to be another voice, a couple voices inside the kind of nominating of new board members for the board. So that's what they'll do. So that's coming up on February 21st. So we'll have voting in person as we normally have, but we'll also have a voting via the internet, via email, if you guys cannot or feel like you should not attend in person to vote. So that'll be available, that'll be coming up. We'll have more information sent to you. And if you guys don't know how to get that information, if you guys are not getting our all church emails, that's where all that information will be. Please feel free to email info@cornerstone.la, and we'll be happy to sign you up for a church email. So besides that, I'm just encouraged by where our church is at right now, encouraged by our community and our time together, and our worship as a group continuing to be pushed towards the lifestyle of worship beyond just a practice, a religiousness of worship, if you will. So I love you guys. We're looking forward to see you guys next Sunday.